Should be working now. Hello, everyone. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you are doing very, very, very well. Vicious Goose asks, oh my god, yes, this intro music. Who is this? Love me some Spanish guitar. This is called For Camela by Will Harrison. Camela is spelled C-H-A-M-E-L-A. Simon74, thank you very much for becoming a member. You've literally kicked us off on the best possible way. Thank you very much. I've been massively underprepared because we are on, finally at long last, the new computer. And actually, there's some stuff I hadn't, obviously, because the mic wasn't working, but I hadn't updated some of these totals. So this actually reads as 430. But thank you very much, Simon74. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. You're the best. Are you doing the King of the Dead as well? I am. How's it going? I'm very well, thank you, Laura. How are you? Good evening, Timo. Good evening, Red Covenant. How are we doing? It's a bank holiday Monday in the UK, and it's Memorial Day, is that right, in the US? So happy holidays to everybody. I hope you're all having a lovely time, a wonderful Monday, and today we are going to be building an Army of the Dead. A big Army of the Dead. I've got lots of Army of the Dead models. You've been preparing for the UK Games Expo. Awesome. So hello. I'm going to say a good afternoon to all of you, as is what we like to do around here. Good afternoon to the Tattooed Zoologist, Yamail Angmar, Baradon283, Keith Story, Vicious Goose, of course, 117, hello. Ash, Mark Watson, Roberto Ruiz, Dave Hall, Flying Muttley, Simon74, of course, Ricky Colebrook, Laura Brand, RH, Alucard, Draculia, Timo, Charlie Shepherd, Martin Spoon, Red Covenant. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Ben says hello. Hello, Ben. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so we're on the new computer, so some stuff might be not where it's supposed to be, but we shall figure it out. It looks like it's all okay. So, obviously you guys have seen over the last week I was painting Varangard, but then I was also painting Abraxia. It shouldn't be a surprise to everybody. But one thing I did do was we've been working on Spearhead Slaves to Darkness. So here we have the Chaos Lord. Chaos Lord is built and ready to go. And the thing I'm working on at the moment is this big boy, is the Chaos Chariot. Now obviously we can't continue this tonight because I'm filming it. So instead we're going to take a little relax from work. This is all the paints that are left to go, so 6 more paints left to go on that. But today, good afternoon, Colonel. I didn't see you there. Oh, sorry, bud. I'm not ignoring you on purpose, honestly. I honestly didn't see you. It's really bad. I can only apologise. Oh look, my video's not on. There we go. See? Not everything's where it should be. Hello, Gregory. This is what we've got. We've got the King of the Dead and Heralds. And we've also got Warriors of the Dead. Special edition in clear plastic. However, I know not everybody has the special edition in clear plastic, so the other part of this is the basic, normal, standard plastic Army of the Dead. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video where I paint these ones and those ones And we do like 3 or 4 different ghost recipes. You see what I mean? That way, there'll be lots and lots and lots of things that you can possibly do for ghosts. Now, if you haven't seen these are pretty cool. Here is the clear plastic. The clear plasticness. They're pretty sick. And it comes with a little instruction manual that actually tells you what not to do. Vicious Goose, my goodness me. Thank you very much for that $50. Thank you very much for all you do. Abraxia looks awesome. Legend. Happy holidays. Vicious Goose, you are the legend. You are the legend for the $50 super chat. That is incredible. It's very generous of you. Thank you. So, I'll give you 2 likes. Thanks, Ash. A new goal, asks Baradon. There's a possibility of a new goal. I might need to get a new monitor. But I don't know if that's... I feel really cheeky asking for that as a goal for fundraising, if you see what I mean. So, what you do with these guys is you don't necessarily have to paint them, but we are going to paint them a little bit. Because we're going to add... So you'll see on the box art, you see how it's white here towards the top. Is what we are going to do is we're going to be putting that in, but rather than like priming and losing all of the lovely clear plasticness, instead we're going to be using dry brushes and things. I might zenithal them. I have thought about doing that, just right over the top, doing a zenithal prime, a really gentle one. But I don't want to lose too much of the see-throughness. We shall see for it. So there we go. So what I've been learning recently, guys, is that OBS is dumb, and my current monitor is a widescreen monitor. So in order to up the quality, I have to change the base resolution of the thing, and I can do that, but it puts it into a super long widescreen, which then just makes a terrible viewing experience. So I think I might have to. I'm going to see if there's another workaround for it, but I might have to upgrade the monitor. Hello, StarPilot94. What do people do? Do you paint the clear plastic models? Yeah, so you don't actually have to. This is what's really cool about these, and you'll see as we build them. In fact, we'll start building them in just a second. You don't have to do anything. And you can see, like here, they've got this lovely green injection going on in here. And then you've got the clear plastic of the shield. So when the shield goes over the top of the arm, it's completely different clear plastic. So it looks really cool. They look amazing. And it's the same on the weapons here and here, for example. So there is a little bit of a guide going on there. But what I might have to do is just over the top. Just one very, very gentle little blast over the top. And then do a little bit of shading. But Adam, what he did for his is he dry brushed them up just from bare plastic, and then added a shade over them to keep them green over those bits. So we shall see what happens. I might have to do a little bit of testing with these because they are brand new to me. But what we have is this little piece of paper here that says, the clear plastic used for these models is slightly more brittle than the standard plastic that we normally use. As a result, we would recommend an additional step when using Citadel fine detail cutters to clip parts of the sprue. First, cut the sprue way down the plastic rather than where the sprue meets the part as shown below. Once this has been done, cut any excess sprue away from the part as usual. This will help to reduce the likelihood of any parts of sprue spinning off and reduce the risk of the parts breaking during the cutting process, which is very interesting, right? Hello, Captain Menrings. Just about to start painting a stone horn following your tutorial, but want to shade it with rattling grime rather than Nuln Oil to make it a bit more brown. Any recommendations for the thinning ratio? I would probably go 3:1 with Lamium medium rather than contrast medium. Give it more of that shade consistency. And Rakshal, thank you very much for becoming a member. God, you guys are being really generous today. That is incredible. That fills me with joy. Thank you. Thank you very much, Rakshal. Thank you very much. It's been... May has been... Because I've not been releasing loads of videos, May has been a little barren in terms of growth and ad revenue. And so... Because, you know, we made that decision to just take it easy this month. I've been still releasing the same amount of videos, just not more videos than I normally do. So your support, guys, honestly, it means the world, and it's very much appreciated. So thank you very much. And thank you very much for 24 likes on the stream so far. However, we need to get to 50, and then we need to get to 69 likes. So if you could leave a like on the stream, it's free. And it lets other people know that we're live. And then they come and they watch. And we all have a good time. So, how the devil... There are no instructions for these. Oh, it's awesome. They've added replies to super chats. That's great. So how do these... Okay, I guess we just jump in and we start, right? That's probably the way to do it. There are 2 identical sprues in the box, each consisting of 10 Army of the Dead. So, you know, that's it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start by clipping here. Oh yeah, no. It definitely feels more brittle, this plastic. So it's recommending to clip far away. So there's no give in this. It just goes. And then they say to clip it. I'm hoping none of this does shatter, because that would be awful. And then we're just gonna... Oh, yeah. So this is... very definitely... I can just feel it, right? It feels... There's a little bit of give in normal Citadel plastics. And there just isn't any in these. It looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Hi Warhipster, nice to see you giving yourself some time with MESBG miniatures. I love this game, and as a noob in the hobby, you've helped me a lot in fielding my armies. Cheers from Italy. Thank you. Oh, you're very welcome, Filippo. Good evening, Annabelle. We are building the Army of the Dead. Josh, so I'm dipping my toes into AOS 4, so going with Stormcast. So I'm thinking picking up the Dominion box or Stormcast box. Any suggestions? Look, both are great options. The Spearhead box will let you play Spearhead straight away if you pick it up now. Dominion will give you... You don't want to, obviously you don't want to buy both, because if you buy both you end up with 2 Yndrasters. Which you can't obviously feel because she's a named character. So, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, they're both really good options for starting a Stormcast force. But what the Spearhead box will do will get you ready to play AOS 4 immediately with Spearhead, which, having played it once, really fun game mode. Really fun. That being said, I mean, like, both is valid if you can find someone to take the spare Yndrasta and the Night Vexillor off your hands. I wonder if I have to glue this. Yeah, I should glue this. This would be interesting to see what happens with glue on the plastic, although we're not gluing any components here. I'll figure out what I'm going to do with shields after this. So we just need to put a little bit of plastic on there. I can't imagine it's going to frost because we're not using super glue. But what I think it might do is it might like dry dark, as it were. There we go. One down. Simone, hi. I was wondering, does your hand ever ache due to all the painting you do? Do you keep up with a stretching routine to avoid that? Not a specific stretching routine. I don't have to do that, but it can ache if I'm doing lots and lots and lots and lots of edge highlighting. So, for example, when I was doing what was it called? When I was doing the Varangard, I had to do them one at a time, because if I did 3 at a time and did all of the gold at once, I would have just absolutely destroyed my wrist. There's also degrees of just making sure that you're moving the wrist around. This is going to be this is going to be weird to build, isn't it? There's degrees of making sure that you're moving the model around and not spending too much time with your wrist completely isolated. But I generally tend to paint with my fingers more than I do with my wrist. So I generally tend to do this kind of thing with the brush. So my thumb and my fingers are the thing that are moving more often, rather than moving like that kind of thing. Because I get more articulation and control by just using the tips of my fingers to move it. If that makes any sense. But yeah, I have to be careful, right? Because if I do myself a wrist injury, which I have done since doing the channel, it does completely shut down production. So I generally just try and be careful with my hands and my wrists. Any advice for using a red contrast as a wash over the top of my Blood Angels to give them a deeper red and shading instead of using Nuln Oil, etc.? Yeah, Lord Commander Joe, I do that all the time. So I generally tend to paint stuff with Blood Angels red, for example, Baal red, and then I shade it with Blood Angels red. Now, if you've sprayed them, for example, Mephiston red, using Blood Angels red as a shade over the top absolutely works. It's within the right color space, and it like really punches up the red. It does look good. What I would recommend, though, is if you're going over the top of Mephiston red, for example, is that you, if you've sprayed them Mephiston red, is that you might have to give them a coat of Mephiston red first, because the primers can sometimes be a little glossy in places, which means that the contrast paint won't necessarily take to it immediately. So you'll just need to be careful with that. But otherwise, you should be all good to go. There we go. Got it out. Now, quite often, this is going to be a little bit tricky, isn't it? Because it's like, how on earth does that go together? Because you can't really see it. Not really. Oh! Ah! You also can't really tell how much glue you've got on. There we go. There are going to be challenges. Hey, can you use the AOS Nullmore as 40k scenery terrain? Yeah, I don't see why not. It won't have any rules, but you could use it as 40k scenery. Really, it's the right scale, right? It's like, you can just about use the Osgiliath terrain for AOS, but it's not quite the right scale. So like Stormcast look really big when you put them near the Osgiliath terrain. But because AOS and 40k sit at the same scale, yeah, you could absolutely use any AOS terrain. It might be that some of it reads very much as AOS terrain, but the Moor Pit should work. Edward705, thank you very much for becoming a member again. You are a legend. That's very kind of you. Thank you, thank you. I very much appreciate that. 432. Hello, Kataro. How are you? What I can't tell is if there are any mold lines here, and that's kind of nice. Because there probably are, but, I mean, who can tell, right? I certainly can't. I think I might have to buy what they called the 3 hunters to finish off this army. But I'm hoping to actually just paint these this week. Depending on how long it takes me to do the Chaos Chariot. Are these GW models? They are GW models. They were a limited run that they ran in December last year, I want to say. Hang on. That looks about right. Can't tell though. The plastic looks so brittle. Yeah, no, it definitely feels more brittle. But they do warn you. It says so in the box. There's a little leaflet that says the plastic here is more brittle. So just do it like this. Don't do it like that. Which I think is a nice touch. Rather than just kind of just going, hey, enjoy. Okay. Keep on moving forward. We can. Oh no. Let's just keep doing like we're told. Clippy clippy. Ah, got it. Boo-doo-boo. Looking good. Hopefully my last question for you, lol. For my Stormcast, I'm thinking about a non-gold plated version. Any thoughts or suggestions or videos you would recommend? I mean, yeah, I've got loads on my channel. Depends kind of like what you want to go for. I mean, there's loads of different options for Stormcast. Obviously, the new stuff that's coming out is coloured in the colours of the Hallowed Knights in the silver, which is really lovely. They're my favourites. But there's the Anvils of the Heldenhammer. They're all black. They look great. Astral Templars in that sort of lovely burgundy-ish colour. They're really nice. I like the Celestial Vindicators in their sort of blue. The Tempest Lords in their dark blue. I like the Celestial Warbringers as well. I haven't done them yet, but we will do them. I also really like Knights Excelsior, who have that kind of very off-white type colour for their armour, which looks great. Have I read the new Dawnbringer book? I have. I was thinking I would do a video about the Dawnbringers series, but my time has run short. to get that out for the weekend, so I didn't manage to do it in time. But that doesn't mean I won't do it. I've also read they called the Hounds of Chaos or Swords of Chaos rules. Now, whilst it's only valid for like, well, I mean, it must be like a month, right? Because AOS 4 is really not very far away at this point. The rules for them are a bit bonkers. So if you intend to keep playing Age of Sigmar 3rd edition, just watch out for people who want to play with the Abraxia Legends Army of Renown, because it's very good. It's very strong, some might say. Some might say it's a little bit strong. Baradon283, thank you very much for the gifted membership. You are an absolute legend. You guys are being very generous today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Legends. Legends you all are. Hello, James. How are you? I can really feel the moment when your messy wargaming friend picks up one of these Warriors of the Dead and breaks it. Oh, yeah. Any guesses when it comes out now? They're all releasing painting tutorials already. Yeah. They're getting ahead of me. That's what they're doing. I don't know when it's coming out. I've got no pre-knowledge at the moment. I have guessed that it will come out maybe... Hang on, let me look at the dates again. I think it might be on the 15th of June. Would be what I would guess. So maybe 2 weeks. 2-week pre-order, obviously. But I don't know. It might even be as late as July. All I can tell you is I desperately want the box and I desperately want to start painting it, but I don't have it. Is it worth buying Stormcast Spearhead if I have everything in the box but Yndrasta? Sort of. I mean, it doubles out your army. But in order to play Spearhead, you will need Yndrasta. So if there's a way of just getting Yndrasta, then I would do it. Do you need to buy the whole box? I don't know. Just for her? Probably not. You could probably find her really easily on eBay. Yours are better anyways. Now stop it, Kataro. Continue. 20 factions focus to go. So weeks from now? Yeah, something like that. 2-3 weeks, I think. It's not long now. It'll happen. But in the meantime, all I can keep doing is painting up spearheads for you guys. We need that, and we need the spear as well. Just keep plodding along with Me Time May and Me Time Mondays. Hence why we're doing this now. I was going to prime the Caradron Overlords earlier today, but I didn't because the heavens opened and then it cleared right up about 20 minutes before I was due to go live, and I was like, I can't be outside priming for half an hour whilst you guys are waiting for me to go live. That would be awful. That would be bad moves. Was it a 3-week pre-order for Leviathan? No, for Leviathan it was a 2-week pre-order, but they gave us creators an extra week to like the disclosure date was 3 weeks, so we got to be able to, we were allowed to talk about it a week before it went on pre-order and start releasing videos on it. I don't know if they'll do the same thing for AOS 4. We'll find out. But then, you know, of course, I might not find out until the same time that you find out. You know, there's not guaranteed that Games Workshop sends me anything. They might not send it to me. So who knows? There is never anything like a guarantee. One can just hope. What did you think of the faction focuses so far? I'm going to be really honest with you. I haven't read all of them. I read the Stormcast one, and I need to read the other ones. I just keep forgetting to do it because I've been, like I said, because I've been I was pretty busy with Indrasta. Not Indrasta. Good lord, we've talked about Indrasta too much. Because I was pretty busy with Abraxia. I just didn't, and the Varangard. I just didn't read them. Which is bad. I liked what they said in the Stormcast one. I will give them a proper read going forwards because, you know, obviously I need to get my hopes up. But at the same time, like when Games Workshop does faction focuses in the build up to an edition, you kind of just have to, like, I mean, they said it in their article as well, which I thought was interesting. Take it all with a pinch of salt, because whilst it might appear that some things have gotten worse, we don't know what the whole, like, internal and external balance structure is to the edition yet. So at this stage, it's like, yeah, we can get excited reading about the factions, but then at the same time, you might go, oh, I've got an army of, let's say Blood Knights. I've got loads of Blood Knights. And then they preview Soulblight Gravelords and they go, Blood Knights now only have damage 1 weapons or whatever. You know, whatever it is. I'm not sure what they have now. Please do forgive me if I got that completely wrong. But they might say that something's different. And then everybody gets all upset because it's like, oh, they've nerfed my faction. It's like, well, okay, but we don't know what the spells are. We don't know what the lords do. We don't know what all their war scroll abilities are yet, and so on and so forth. So it's like, it's always just worth, like, at this point, whilst it is really exciting, just always practicing a bit of, like, restraint in forming opinions. Just started on the Arkanauts Oath audiobook. Have you read it? I haven't got around to it yet, no. I'm in the midst of finishing the Horus Heresy for good. I'm literally got an hour and a half left on End and the Death Part 3. So then I can finally listen to something else. Mini Painting Dad, thank you very much for the €10 super chat. Last evening before vacation time. First beer is already open. Love you all. Love you too, Mini Painting Dad. Thank you very much for the €10. I need to message you back. I haven't forgotten. Just my brain. My brain is dumb. I can only apologise. I will message you. Don't worry. I haven't gone AWOL. It's just, it's really hard to concentrate on everything at once. Which is why I need to. That's why I need to go and get a diagnosis, and then perhaps get some support mechanisms and things in place from the National Health Service for ADHD, because I recognise that I get overwhelmed with everything all at once, and then I can't focus on anything at all at once, which is, yeah, it's my fault. I need to get better at that, but I'm in the midst of a discovery phase at the moment, so I can only apologize when I miss a message or something like that. It's not because I'm ignoring it or whatever. It's just that I haven't got space for it in my head. I always get to it eventually. Honestly, I don't know how this worked. I just did this. How soon before release do you tend to receive stuff from Games Workshop, and what date would you assume they haven't sent it? I mean, it changes, right? Sometimes you get stuff six weeks in advance. Sometimes you get it the week of release. I basically live in a perpetual state of panic that I've upset, or I've been kicked off, or, I'm not good enough, or whatever. Which is awful. It's not good. So, because I don't know when Scaventide is coming out, if I see something goes in the pre-order article, so if they say, and next week, this thing's coming out, and I haven't been sent it, it's at that point I go, cool, I'm not being sent that. So it just kind of means that on Sundays I get anxious, basically. Who knows? Next Sunday, they could say, next week, going on pre-order, Scaventide. And I'll be like, cool. Looks like I'll be buying it next weekend, and then I'll just have to paint really fast. I haven't seen Mr. Matthias's Lion. No. Don't do that. Oh, I can see it now. Oh, James. That is a spicy lion right there. If you guys have ever sat on the fence about becoming a member or joining the Patreon, you should, because it gives you access to the Discord, where you end up being with the most fantastic, wonderful, amazing group of hobbyists who just share art every day. You guys are unbelievable, and I love my Discord very much. I love all of you guys. Like, you just produce such beautiful models all of the time. It's one of my it's why Tales is one of my favorite things to do, because I get to share more in what you guys are doing, because you guys get to see everything I do, but I don't always get to see what everyone else is doing. So having a space to be able to do that is unbelievable. So well done all of you. You guys are amazing. I think next weekend will be the Outstanding Warcry box. I mean, I would hope so. I need to get my hands on it. I think... No, Alcannon, you are one of the talented and lovely hobbyists. You're a great hobbyist. You're all great hobbyists. You're wonderful. I don't have it, James. I can tell you that much. You know me. If I have something, I'll play coy. If I don't have something, I'll tell you I don't have it. But I wants it. I can't remember how many episodes of Tales there are left. I think there's two more episodes, and then there'll be a epilogue. Where I think we'll do some family photos. And just kind of a celebration of everything you guys have achieved over the last year. Because if you've been with us in Tales since the beginning, you've been hobbying for Tales for over a year now. Well, for nearly a year. Which is a massive feat of accomplishment. You guys should be very, very proud of yourselves. I'm proud of each and every single one of you who takes part. And I don't mean that to sound condescending at all, because I know it can, but I'm consistently blown away by the commitment and the talent and skill of everybody who's a part of this community. And it's a real privilege to get to share in your hobby journeys, and it's a real privilege to be part of it and to know that I helped in some. If I did, I might not have helped, but if I did help, that makes me feel very, very happy. Okay, now what? I mean, that flat can't be right. Must be like that, right? Will there be an epilogue stream for family photos? Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking. Is that we do a final step in the tale, just to show it all off, essentially. Don't know why this is so hard. There we go. That's definitely not right. That is, though. Oh, that's a bum. I'm a subscriber. Did they give you a reason why? Because they did that to me with I ordered some stuff for my Minas Tirith army, and it all went through, and then it just got cancelled, and I was like, "What?" I went, "Oh yeah, these things were actually out of stock when you ordered them." I was like, "Well, why?" "13 episodes, yes, yes." Yeah. We need that body, and we need this spear. We've almost done a whole sprue, guys, in an hour. That's pretty good going for me. I'm resolutely trying to stay focused on these. But I will have a break after this sprue. And then we'll build the King of the Dead and the Heralds, I think. Which should be a bit of an experience, because those are, I think, proper multi-part models as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how they get built. Using this clear plastic method. I gave you no reason. That really sucks, man. I'm really sorry. I would say, though, if you can get in touch with them and just find out why, they're generally really good at sorting things out. Usually their customer experience, customer service is very good. Usually. Obviously, it can't always be a banger every time. Oh my god, goodness me. Thank you very much for all of the likes on the stream. You guys have gone past 60. Can we get 9 more likes on the stream to get to the magic number for goal number 2? You've absolutely smashed it past 50 likes. Well done. Hey AlecMan24, how you doing? There we go. Looking good. These have got to be some of the worst slotted bases I've ever received in a box. How many shields have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Interesting. And now you've crossed over 69, you guys are legends. 72 likes. So you know what I'm going to ask? I'm going to ask that we manage to somehow maybe get to 100 likes on the stream. That would be incredible. So we need to do put some shields on. I'm going to probably put shields on the ones that don't have spears. I'm going to try to at least. Figure out how to do it, because it's never that easy with Lord of the Rings models when you have optional shields. So there's this guy, he could have a shield. So could he. Him I'm just not going to put one on. He could have a shield, but he's got spear, and spear. Is it just 3 spears? So the rest of it is hand weapons. He could have a shield. He I won't do with a shield. He could have a shield. And let's go without a shield there. So we need 4 shields. Liam, you absolute legend. Liam has gifted 5 memberships. That is very kind of you, Liam. Thank you very much. How are you, Liam? You okay? I've almost finished the 8th Spearhead. I've just gotta do some highlights on this chariot. And then 8 Spearheads are done. Do you have any Seraphon painting coming out soon? I do, Teal Moonstone. I have this. That will be coming out very soon. Alright, let's go with... I'm just going to clip these close, because we don't need to... It's only a shield, isn't it? So we need 1. And we'll go with this one as well. Because they're just full bore shields. That's easy. We know which way they go round. 1, 2. We'll go with this one. 3. We need 1 more. So we'll go with one of these ones. Four shields. Can you paint many, many armies for me? I'd love to. When will we receive your new Brindle painting? Well, he's built. I need to prime him. I'm going to prime him at the same time as the Caradron Overlords. And I'm going to do it. Basically, I'm hoping this week to have a bit of a priming sesh. So I've got a couple of models I need to prime for various different bits and bobs. 1 and 2. 3. And 4. So now I need to be doing... Just check which way around they do these things. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So these go around that way. See? So I guess what we should do here is we should put the paint on the put the glue on the model and then put the shield on. That'll just be easier to do rather than trying to guess. So we do that and then just press the shield there and hope that it holds. Hold! Do that. Not to be a bother, but did you see my last 2 messages in chat? I haven't seen your messages, no, Elliot man. Sorry, I was looking at the shields. What were you asking me? Liam, has Joe finished his Cities of Sigmar yet? He was banging on about getting close to having done them. So if I was to get you to paint all of my Lumineth... Yeah, so I need what I've got here is I've got another Lumineth army I need to paint for someone else. I've also got a Lumineth Spearhead that I bought to a view of putting together something for you, Liam. But we can certainly look at doing that. There we go. Look at that. A full sprue. You bought a Spearhead for me. Yeah, so I bought a Vanguard Lumineth. I bought Lumineth Vanguard, and then I was going to build it and paint it. And I was going to come up with something cool and simple, but also look really cool. Because I know you really like High Elves, so I was going to attune it to High Elves. And I was going to give it to you. I also hope we get an Ironjaw Spearhead. I love the Crawl Boys, but would like to see a force for the big boys. I agree with you, James. Yeah, there needs to be one. I hope there will be one. I wanted to let you know I was doing well and working on Crondas today. I'm not deep in, but I asked if I could get your feedback on the whip. I can have a look. Where have you dropped it? Have you dropped... Have you put it in Discord? Donde. I don't see a Crondis. Oh yeah, no, you can put it in there. Like honestly, that's one of the things about the Spearhead, about the Discord. Just drop your pictures in, and not only me, but anyone will give you. Everybody in that Discord is really talented. They all have really great advice all the time. So yeah, please do by all means drop it in there. Are you still planning to make a video for Vargeists and Fellbats? I am, yeah, Timo. I don't know when, and I don't know how, but I am planning on doing it. Will you still be painting 40k even if you're not loving it at the moment? Did Gamesbox was sending you any of the new Chaos Space Marine boxes? They did not send me any of the new Chaos Space Marine boxes, Zap Brannigan, great name. Yeah, I mean, I'll still paint 40k as and when it comes around. One of the things I'm going to be doing this week is this guy, Eisenhorn. Because you guys have been asking for it for ages, so I'm going to do it. I'm still going to paint it. I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna undertake any stupid, stupid projects that I won't be able to finish. Okay, let's have a look at the Heralds and the King of the Dead, shall we? Like I said, this is going to be interesting because these are multi-part boys. Are they just on 25 mils? Is that what they are? Are they all on the same size base? The other thing I'm looking to do this week, guys, because you've been asking for it for ages, and I'm in a mood to do things that have taken me 18 months to do. These guys. Cursed Cultist Torments. Are These are all the same size base, aren't they? Yep. And yep. Perfect. Okay. Hi, Warhipster. Your Deathwing videos are great and have helped me a lot. Any tips for upscale to vehicles? Oh, so things like Land Raiders and stuff. When it comes to like the armor, you should still be fine with Seraphim Sepia. That they'll work out. They'll work out no problem. It's the only thing to watch out for is if you want to do large panels like the green or grey or something like that. In that instance, when you're doing things like that for like things like Land Raiders or whatever, the best thing I can recommend is that you use like sort of 3 or 4 parts of the paint you want to do, and then one of Lamia medium in there to get a smoother coverage over the larger panels. It'll just help you out no end with doing those bits. Any plans on doing a Ringwraith / Witch King on Fell Beast? I haven't got one, but I want to do one. You should do a Lizardman Spearhead. I have, Mitchell. I've done the Saurus Warriors and the what they called Croxagore, and I finished off the Spearhead, and there is a video coming for it very soon with the Carnosaur. There it is. It has been built, it has been painted, it has been filmed. I just need to edit the video and get it out, and that is what June is for. June is going to be all about all these videos I've been working on. So for those of you who have been following along with Project Spearhead, there's been a number of things I've needed to do to clear off some stuff, right? So in order to have all of the videos available for the Cruel Boys, for the Auric War Clans one, I needed to paint this. I have done that now. So there is a video for this coming. Contrast plus how to paint the Beast Skewer Killbow. For Slaves to Darkness, I needed to do the Chaos Lord. There it is. And I needed to do the Chaos Chariot. There it is. I'm working on that one now. For Maggot Akin of Nurgle, I needed to do Spoilpox Scrivener. That's done. It's ready to go. For my Sylvaneth, and I know a lot of you have copied it in the past, I needed to do a Branch Witch. I have done that. So that video is on its way as well. Stormcast Eternals, there's already all the videos, but I am going to put it all into a playlist, so you'll be able to find it. Flesh Eater Courts and Cities of Sigmar are the same. So there is on the channel right now, and there will be by the end of the month, there will be videos on how to paint 8 of the 24 currently available Spearheads. As to whether or not Games Workshop sends me a box of Scaventide, I don't know. It might be that I spend all of June painting the Lumineth for Liam, and this other Lumineth army that I need to do. It might be that I also managed to get the Caradron Overlords, the Soulblight Gravelords done as well. Alice is working on Nighthaunt, but we should, theoretically, depending on how this month goes, we could have videos for sort of 13 to 14 Spearheads. But we shall see. Have you done OBR yet or not? No, I've done a couple of Ossiarch Bone Reapers videos. I've done Catacross, and I did the Mortizan Ossifactor, I think is what it's called. But I haven't done the Spearhead, no. Right, let's build the King of the Dead, shall we? Is this the right sprue? We have to hunt for the numbers. Yeah, 1. So this is the correct sprue. Where have my clippers gone? Oh, they're there. Component number 1, come on down. Component number 1. And we need component number 2. Which is this one. Okay. Have I got it all? Looks like it. Yep. And is that all of it? Okay. So these bits go together like so. This is very weird. How would you paint Abraxia's head without the helmet? That's a good question, Abdul. I think the way I would do it is I would do it the same way I did the sword blade on Abraxia. So it's to use because she's got that kind of brown fiery skin type thing going on, which is really cool. So I think what I would do is I would paint it with Gryph-hound Orange first, like we did on the sword, and then after that use that same mix of Cygor Brown and Blood Angels Red to shade it right down. And then do the eyes in exactly the same way that I did in the video. So just a little bit of a highlight of thingy. What's it called? Fire Dragon Bright. Would probably be how I would do it. You can still highlight her skin with Evil Suns and Fire Dragon Bright. It'll still look good. None but the King of Gondor may command me. When are you going to paint these? Well, that is the eternal question. When am I ever going to get the time? Maybe this week. I don't think it will be a very long paint. And, you know, you can see I'm on 227 models painted this year. I need minimum of what I need to get done this week is finish a Chaos Chariot. However, I should be able to do that tonight. So I'm going to, at the moment, I'm just trying not to make too many plans. without finishing the thing that's right in front of me. So I'm going to finish the Chaos Chariot, and once that's done, I'm then going to move on to something else for a bit. Project Spearhead has been incredible. It's been great fun in May. But I do need to do some other stuff. So I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to paint these guys. Like I said, hopefully this week. But as it stands right now, I've got a lot of videos due to come out that I need to sit and edit. So it feels like a pretty good time to take stock after having done 8 spearheads and go, yeah, these are the things. We can get these videos edited up and get them out to you guys. And just kind of be insulated against the algorithm for June, basically. There's a lot of content coming your way. Darned it. Ow. This is sharp. Yeah, it does go that way round. Sick. Okay, that's just flat attached. There we go. King of the Dead built. Looking good. These are indeed Lord of the Rings to FQ. You've dropped your pictures of Krondis in the Discord. Yeah, they look good. It looks really good. Good job. Yeah, looks really nice. It's nice and smooth, looking good. Got all the shading in the right place. All of it's been picked out. Yeah, it's looking good, man. Well done. Let's have a little break, shall we? Let's talk, you and I. Hobbyist to hobbyist. It's not often that I build. It's not often that I build 11 models in the space of an hour and a half. That's like high levels of concentration for me. Oh. This music is so chill, it's really helping me as I build these Deathwing Knights. Awesome, James. I've got a video that I'm going to be releasing that is how to paint. Ostensibly, it's how to paint Kroot hounds. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to cut it at all. I filmed all of the painting. The idea was it was trying to make something that is a relaxing video to watch whilst you hobby. So you can follow it along and paint Kroot hounds if you wish, but you can also just throw it on, and I'm just going to throw music like this in there. It's just going to be a chilled video that you can throw on. It's going to be probably about 45 minutes to an hour long, I reckon. And yeah, it's just gonna be a nice video to put on. You're not my partner, and I still hear "Let's talk," and I still panic. I'm sorry, Goblin Horde. I'm not. Don't worry, you're not in trouble. Do you have a name for it yet? No, just I'm sure it'll come to me, unless you guys have got some good suggestions. I thought it would be a nice way to make a video of how to paint Kroot hounds that wasn't just contrast plus how to paint Kroot hounds, and it would be a 10-minute video that wouldn't be very popular, and also it would occupy like a Thursday or a Saturday slot. Because what is interesting from my perspective is when I make videos on stuff, I think I can generally guess what's going to be pretty popular. So like things like when we were doing the Warcry things and the Kill Team Nightmare stuff, I was like, Night Lords, that's going to be a popular video. Idol of the Old Ones, that's also going to be a popular video. And also Nighthaunt Pyregeists, I think those are going to be popular videos. And I think the ones that I thought at the time, the ones that weren't going to do as well, would be Mandrakes, Generatorum Hub, and the Idrilan Riverblades. I was exactly correct. Spot on. What was really strange about Kroot was that I don't know about you guys. I don't know if anyone else has rushed out to buy them, but they haven't, from my perspective, looked like a particularly popular range of miniatures. Because I've done all of them, every Kroot video, and they've not been the best. They've not been the best performing videos, which generally says to me that they've not been purchased as much, which is, you know, is fascinating. The Lone Spear was probably the most popular, as you know, we could have probably all guessed because it was the coolest miniature in that box. And also, for your generic Tau armies, Kroot Lone Spears actually have a place in there because they're just a really all-round good unit. So I think a lot of people will have bought it. But Kroot Hounds is one of those ones where you look at that and go, yeah, I don't see how that was going to perform particularly well. So I thought, you know, this will be a cool thing to do, is to put together a really nice playlist, cool chill music. I'll drop all the links to what they're all called in there. I might even throw some of my own music in, because you guys really liked that last time, right? RH, thank you very much for becoming a member. That is very kind of you. You are our 10th new member of the day. It's legendary. This has been a great stream. You guys have been very generous this stream. I really appreciate it. Honestly, thank you. It means a lot. Brad, I watched the Kroot videos, but I don't have plans to collect them. Oh, thank you, Brad. I watch almost all the videos, though, because it is helpful to see a colour or effect created, even if I won't paint that specific model, because I can use it elsewhere. That is awesome. Thank you very much, Brad. That's legendary support. I really appreciate that. I think most people here in the chat will watch most of the videos similarly. Obviously, there's never any... there's no requirement to watch my videos, of course not. But you know, so for example, as an example, Abraxia. That video, best video I've released this month, by far and away. Apart from the Night Lords Mandrakes, the Nemesis Claw Kill Team. That one did very well, but the Abraxia video, best performing video by a long shot in the whole of May. I can tell you by how much as well. Because, you know, you look at Abraxia and you go, yep, that's a model that people are going to want, and that's a model that's going to do very well. So what you have I don't know if anybody has YouTube Studio and uploads videos, but what you get is you get a ranking system of it tells you how it's doing against the last 10 videos. And it tells you at that particular point, right? So in the first day and 23 hours, so nearly 24 hours, Abraxia, so in the first 2 days, right? Abraxia has had nearly 7,000 views in the first 2 days, which is good for a video of mine. I love that. By contrast, Crude Lone Spear, 2,000 plays in the first 2 days. You see what I mean? It's a very, very, very different in terms of popularity. Nighthaunt Pyregeists 4.2 is the next one at this point. So 4.2 thousand plays versus Abraxia, which is nearly on 7,000 in the first 2 days. Which, you know, that's been a bit of a relief. It means I've not just lost all of my popularity. What faction from AOS does the best? That's a good question. That is a very good question. Let me tell you. Let me go content and we'll sort it by views. So my top performing AOS video of all times is Saurus Warriors, Seraphon. With 60,812 views. And then in next place, it's technically both, but it is Be'lakor. And then after that, it's the Demon Prince, which again, technically both 40k and AOS. And then after that, it goes all the way down to Cruel Boys Gut Rippers, which is 45,000 views. But that was published on the 15th of July 2021. So that's a 3-year-old video nearly. So yeah, Seraphon, I guess. You're very welcome, Alec, man. Thank you very much for the $2. It's very kind of you. Thank you. Slania. Hi, huge thanks for your tutorials. Cheers and beers from Belgium. Thank you very much, Slania. Cheers and beers to you as well. Do you think putting Age of Sigmar / 40k in the video titles would help at all? I'm interested in what testing you've done on the pesky YouTube algorithm. I actually think that would hurt it. It would make 40k videos probably perform a little bit better. But I don't think it would help the AOS ones. Sadly. I think I've watched Talia about 100 times. Thank you. I mean, I watch my videos all the time. And I don't mean I sit and I watch them. I go back to my videos to figure out how I did certain things, whether it might be appropriate for a model I'm currently painting. So, for example, for Abraxia, I went back and looked at Archaon. Because, you know, it's useful. It's useful to do that. I mean, one of the best things about having a YouTube channel like this is that I have basically a living blog of how I paint miniatures. So I don't have to retain it all in my brain at once. Which is very nice for my brain. It's very kind on the brain. Hello, random salutation. Clickbait titles are the future. Yeah, but it's kind of, it goes against my principles to do that on my videos, and the reason why is like I mean I do a little bit on things like some of the sprue reviews and stuff like that. That's where I think it's fine. But with my videos, I want them to be learning tools, and they're kind of there for people who need them, rather than trying to dupe people into watching a how to paint, if you see what I mean. So like, I don't go, you'll never believe you'll never believe how I painted this. With my face in the thumbnail instead of the miniature. Do you see what I mean? Like that would be a way to boost viewership, but I don't. You know, that's not a great way of that's then not helpful for that gives you a great initial burst, but that's not then helpful of making it what is called an evergreen piece of content. So if you then go, oh, I swear he painted Abraxia, but I don't know where it is. I can't find it. It's because it's in the clickbait titled video. You won't believe how much Games Workshop hates how I painted this secret Warhammer model. And then pick if you're looking for fun. Exactly. This one weird trick to help you paint your miniatures faster. This trick these tricks that Games Workshop doesn't want you to know about. Doctors hate him for using this contrast plus method. Yes, exactly. By the way, never asked, do you prime from a can or airbrush? I prime from a can. I prime from a can. Always from a can. That's an actual Ninjon video. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate on it. It's a way to do this. It's a way to get views. But it's not what we do around here. Around here, we make tutorials that are specific to that miniature, and then of course are applicable elsewhere. But I don't want to lure anybody in by, you know, kind of deceiving them as to what they're going to see. Because if it's like this one weird trick to paint Abraxia and it's just a contrast plus painting video, people are like, where's the weird trick? What's the weird trick? What weird trick are we talking about here? And that's the trick. There is no trick. Subscribe, please. Eric Kamanu, thank you very much for the 5 gifted Warhipster memberships. Happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day indeed to you as well. And thank you very much. That is very generous of you. Thank you very much. That's an auspicious number for some reason. 444. Yeah, I think, look, I mean, one of the ways to increase viewership of my videos would be to drop the word contrast plus. However, what you then get is people mad that you lied to them that it used contrast paints. You see what I mean? If I just lost the contrast plus from it, yeah, wait, exactly. So the people that I have, what I have, and I will always be eternally grateful for it. What I have is an incredible audience. All of you guys here that are currently in the live stream, you guys are amazing. You're wonderful people. You're super chill, super lovely, super cool people. What I don't ever want is a live stream that's full of people who are not like you guys. Or a comment section that is just me. I can't handle it. I'm going to be honest with you. I cannot handle when people are getting really mad at me all the time. I get really sad. I get really, really sad. And so, and like, even if it's not directed at me, it's just rage in any direction. It just, it weighs on my heavy heart, right? So, the method in which I've built this audience and built this channel, whilst it has been slow, it has resulted in the most incredible community on the internet. And I'm talking to every single one of you. So I'll always keep doing it the way I'm doing it. So yeah, and that's the way it is. You know nothing about painting trees. Exactly, Captain Man Riggs. I don't know how to paint trees. You rubbish. Joe, I actually thought about painting some trees the other day, but you've just reminded me I don't know how to paint them. What I admire about you is you always paint as a whole model. That's some skill, because sometimes you get some hard positions. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I regret painting this one fully assembled. I have been regretting it as I've been going along. Normally, I'm like, sub-assemblies, nah, we never sub-assemble. But this one, I was like, I really, really want to have sub-assembled this one. Because it's been annoying me as we've been going through. Can I remember how to paint trees fast enough to paint 10 trees in 10 hours? In 4 steps. Stop it, I'm blushing, but where is Callus and Toll? My ass is making buttons here, kid. Show me the way. Yeah, so Callus and Toll, they are on my to-do list for this next fortnight. I also have Brand's Oathbound to do, and I also have the Nexus Chaotica as well, which are all new ones and the new models. But like I said, it's Monday. I need to finish the chariot. And then, once the chariot is done, once it's out of my brain and out of my head, I've done 8 spearheads, so then I can finally focus on other stuff. So I'll see what happens. Pre-ordered Cthulhu the Crone Seer and picked up the Light of Eltharion because of your videos on them. Models I thought would be out of my depth to paint, but seem actually doable thanks to you. Well, thank you, RH. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Cthulhu the Crone Seer, she is daunting, but don't worry. Once you get it in hand, you'll be like, do you know, actually, this actually seems a lot easier than I petitioned you for. You can definitely do it. I believe in you. I believe in all of you. I can believe in all of you. You can all do it. I mean, you prove me right all the time. You do it all so well. Are you planning to make the Varan card tutorial soon? I am, Batozali. I'm so sorry if I've said that completely wrong. It's painted. They're ready to go. I just need to edit it. I might put that one out this week. I might not. But it's coming. It's coming. Don't worry. It's only taken 16 months. To do, but the Varangard tutorial is on the way. No, James. I'll always believe in you. You're great, man. You're really good. Remember, guys, if you ever look, all you need to do, right, is if you're ever feeling down, just come to a Warhipster stream. Tell me you're not feeling down, and I will hype you. I will hype you to the ends of the earth. Because you guys are great. You guys are unbelievable. Gives you power. Good. 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 Power up. Become unstoppable, James. Because for you are mighty, and the world is not ready for your power. Are you going to plan to paint the full Scaventide box? Yeah, I plan to. I want to. What was your first model? My first model, not specifically this one, but the first model I ever got was this. It was a little metal Necron. This guy. This is a free Necron that came in White Dwarf. Now, this isn't the specific one. I don't know where my first one is. But because you guys are incredible, Chewy, who's not here, I don't think, he sent me one. He said, here you go. So I painted this live on stream. I don't know where my original one is. I can't find it. But my first ever model was a metal Necron. When I was very young. When I was 6. I'm now 33. So 27 years. Good luck with Krondus, Alec, man. You can do it. You can crush it. Did you contrast paint that one too? I did. I mean, it's mostly metal, right? But I did. I contrast painted it. I did it on a live stream. I mean, I can go and find some of my early models if you want to see some of them. Because they are bad. Guys, we're on 90 likes. Can we get to 100? 10 more likes. You got duplicates because you weren't satisfied? No, honestly, I can't find it. Let me see if I can go and find some terrible Warhipster history. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to see if I can find a really badly painted model by me when I was younger. Just make sure I don't flash all of you. There we go. Pull my trousers up. So the only ones that are like easy to get to are these ones. Some ancient old Astra Militarum models. So there you go. One's even missing an arm. But yeah, look, I managed to stay in the lines. On these ones, I know that there are some significantly worse ones. But these will be from when I was like 10 or 11. Look how shiny those boots are. But Goblin Green base. Even then I knew. That's where I used to be. Yeah. Long time ago. Could someone drop the Discord info? Eric, if you go and look at the community page on the channel, you should be able to see a join link there. It should be there as a post for members only, because I dropped a reminder of here's the link to rejoin the Discord. But if you, as a member, of course, if you go into your perks, see perks on the channel page, just go to youtube.com/Warhipster. You should be able to click on perks and the link will be there, or it's here as a post, because it is a members only benefit to join. Huge shout out from San Diego Warhipster. You're my biggest inspiration and motivation I need when painting. Thank you, Mr. C Note. That's very kind of you. Thank you. A big shout out to you from over here in, yeah, it is sunny Cheltenham, Gloucestershire. Thanks to you, I also have Cthulhu's Dawnbringer's box to paint after I finish 2 Necromunda gangs. Can't decide on a scheme for the Sisters of Slaughter though. Yeah, I need to do some Sisters of Slaughter. If I want to do my Daughters of Krieg, I mean sure, but Daughters of Cain, Spearhead. But I need to get a hand of the Melusite Iron Scale and the Blood Sisters, I think they're called. So I don't have those. I do have the Sisters of Slaughter / Witch Elves, and I have the Doomfire Warlocks. I haven't painted them though. I got really sad the other day while I was painting the lion because I realised I don't have many more years of painting left ahead, and made me wish I'd found this hobby sooner. I'm going to try and make the best of what time I have left. I understand that, James. I understand that. But you know, they always say don't don't regret what you can't change. Just look forward to what, you know, look forward to the future. I'm excited to be here on this journey with you as you paint for what I hope is many years to come. As part of this community. And it's only going to get better from here. And actually, yeah, I mean, the models are the models these days are the best they've ever been. It's the best time to be in. You know. I don't want to bother, but behind the Stormcast Eternals Aventus Firestrike, you've got a huge model. What is it? behind Aventus Firestrike. Oh, it's that's Karazai. Krondys is in there, and that's Ionis Cryptborn. That's my dragon shelf. And the reason why I haven't done a bunch more Stormdrake Guard is because I don't have any room on the dragon shelf. I'm really sad that I lapsed from the hobby for 25 years because I let lads bully it out of me at school. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a true story for a lot of us. I know I certainly didn't engage with it for a number of years because of the same thing. And also, like, so I fell out of the hobby a couple of times in my life. The first time was when I was, I would say, probably 17, 18, 19. And I didn't do a lot of it. I obviously still had it around, and I would, do the occasional bit, but I wasn't really engaged in it, and I wasn't really kind of publicly talking about it a lot, because I did a lot of it when I was sort of 6 to 15, and then 16 as well, I guess. That was the first time I dropped out, was because I just had other things that I was doing, and also it just wasn't cool. But I then when I went to university, first year of university, I didn't touch it because I wanted. I was like, oh, I can't be warhammering them. I need to be out there and be extroverted, which I'm not at all. I'm super introverted. But I had to go out, and do all of the, socializing and making friends, because I was living in a completely brand new place for the first time, and I didn't know anybody, and I couldn't just live on my own and be in my own little bubble. So that was a pretty stressful time. But in the second year of university, I did pick up some models and started painting again, because I thought, well, I should do this because it'll make me happy. And then I did that for about a year, and then dropped out again. And I probably dropped out until I was about, I want to say 25, maybe 26. 26. So for 5-6 years, I didn't really engage at all. I would occasionally read when some news happened, but I was out. I was out for a while, and I regret that time, because if I had been in and had been painting, I might have made a decision to make some videos then. I'm glad I didn't, to be clear, but. I do regret not being involved for sort of 5-6 years. But then I went through quite a hefty breakup, and I decided. Well, so what happened was I went through the breakup, and I went down to a place in London called Epsom to go to Guitar, and I went in there to buy an electric guitar to make me feel better about the breakup. But I ended up not buying the guitar, but I still wanted to spend some money to make myself feel better. So I was walking out of Guitar, and in Epsom there's a little Games Workshop, and I went in there, and I was just like, do you know what? I haven't done this in years, but this will make me happy. I'm going to reclaim my happiness from something that that has, at this point, I've been so detached from, that now nobody has an effect on it, if you see what I mean. So I just bought a little Tactical Marines paint set. It's just one of those ones which has like 8 paints and 3 models in it. Took them home, painted it, and I was like, yep, that's it. I'm back in. And I've been in every day since then. Growing and painting and making videos. YouTube obviously came a little bit later. It's been incredible. It's been a wonderful journey. I'm very blessed. I'm very, 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 very privileged, and very, very grateful for the position that you guys put me in. Archaon. Yeah, Archaon's in here. Archaon's down here. Because he's so big, he basically has a shelf entirely to himself. Hello Warhipster, thank you for your amazing content and useful tutorials. Thanks to you, I dared to dive into an artistic hobby, being a complete stranger to manual work. Thank you. Do you have a favourite army to paint/play? Yeah, Stormcast Eternals. On both fronts. I love them. I love them so very much. They're the best. Any future project for a magma draft? Didn't saw any painted because got mine prime and waiting for a good tutorial like 3 years. Yeah. So I mean, I'd like to. I haven't got an immediate plan to do the magma draft, but that can change. Depends on if, like, again, June, I might be able to do the Spearhead for Fire Slayers, and if that's the case, then I will want to do a magma draft in order to finish off that army. It's possible. Whoop, made it back. Welcome back, Martin. Filippo, I was so scared to talk about this hobby with my girlfriend, then I showed her some Rohan Cavalry, and then we were playing the scenarios of the Pelennor Field box set. Best day of my life, period. That's great. That's fantastic. Yeah, when Alice and I met, I didn't mention that this was what I did at all. And then after a couple of dates, she came over to my place in Cheltenham, where I was living at the time, and she walked in, and there's just all these models everywhere. And to Alice's credit, she didn't say a damn word about it until like 2 or 3 hours in. We were getting to know each other, and she went, "So what are these?" And I was like, "Well, this is one of the hobbies I do. You know, I paint Warhammer models, and then I play with them." And she went, "Okay, cool," and just moved on from there. And then all these years later, she now has a burgeoning Nighthaunt collection. She is herself a Warhammer hobbyist. But yeah, no judgment, which was just incredible. It's one of the reasons why I love her very much. My grandson plays Warhammer with me, and at his school they have a Warhammer club in which I help kids paint their models and give any spare paints to the club. That's awesome, Tattooed Zoologist. That's really cool. Yeah, see, I wish there'd been a schools alliance at my school. We did have a Warhammer club at my school, which was run by a science teacher called Mr. Powell. And it was a good club. It was all right. On Fridays, I think, if I remember rightly. But we didn't have. I don't think we didn't have the support from Games Workshop that you get now for schools clubs, which is just incredible. I wish we'd had it then. My friends have been playing and painting Warhammer for a very long time. I finally gave it a chance 1.5 years ago. Really glad that I did. And I'm glad that you did too. Because you're producing some beautiful models for us every month on Tale of Many Warhipsters, man. It's great. I think COVID definitely helped the stigma issue with Magic the Gathering, D&D and Warhammer. People realised, oh, hold on, this is so much cooler than gaming because I have something to show for all that hard work. Yeah, I mean, the pandemic really did change the fortunes of it, and obviously there was a change in trends of being a nerd was cool, because a lot of kind of, there's been a lot more nerdy media, shall we say, things like Marvel movies made comic books cool, and at the time as well, during the pandemic, video gaming became cooler because it was something that you could do with your mates. There was the success of games like Call of Duty Warzone and stuff like that, which, dropped at exactly the right time during the pandemic, and it was a way to socialize and, just be with your friends, and when we were all crying out for that type of thing. And whilst we weren't able to, create, we weren't able to game with Warhammer during the pandemic, what a lot of people did was a lot of YouTube channels got made during the pandemic. Mine, I think, got birthed during the pandemic. 2019 was when this one was. Yeah, it must have been. So yeah, we there was definitely a sea change then for sure. Here's one for you. Was lucky enough to go Warhammer World yesterday and got to see the new Skaven in person. That's awesome, Niall. They look great, don't they? They look fantastic. We are grateful for you, Josh. And I'm grateful for you, Grey Wolf. My friends I used to play with as a teen grew out of the hobby and started to bully me for wanting to keep playing, so I left them and stuck to what I liked until uni made me drop it to study. Yeah, I never understood that. I never understood, being being that kind of weird about. It's a strange thing. It's never you. You're never the problem, and the hobby itself, the thing, is never the problem. It's them trying to excise something from themselves and lashing out about it. Because obviously the same thing happens to a lot of different things. You know, there's hobbies and stuff that people do that people don't want to be associated with anymore, and it's a strange thing. But then it's because they're going through something, they're going through a change. So really at that time I kind of feel a little bit of pity for those people, because they're trying to kill their inner child in many ways. They feel like they have to grow up, and my friends, you never have to grow up. In some aspects you do. Of course you do have to grow up at times, but you should never ever ever fully grow up. Never. You know? The new Skaven skin is different. I think it's Rakath with Targor over the top with some grey dry brush. What do you think? Yeah, there's definitely that in there, but there is also just ones with kind of a bit of a fleshy appeal. What I need is I need the box. I need the box, and I need the papers, and I need the pictures in my hands, because I don't trust my monitor. I don't trust a monitor with my eyes, because it's always different. The pictures will look different to what's on the screen, and even the pictures on Warhammer Community, for example, will look different to the ones that are on the web store, to the ones that are in the release video, to the ones that are in the preview. You know, they all look different. So there's going to be a lot of different recipes for it. Don't worry, I'm going to have you covered with Skaven. Don't worry, there's going to be lots of Skaven stuff coming. But yeah. 40k favourite army. Blood Angels. Jesus, the Warzone days. I know, but like, think of how it brought us together around the globe. And also, you know, tore relationships apart because it's Call of Duty. But it's one of the... Call of Duty Warzone is one of the things that, you know, really forged a bond for me with Reza and Adam. We played a lot of Warzone together. You know, I'll always be grateful to Warzone for that, as well as many other things, of course. You know, Warhammer and stuff like that. But like, you know, it was one of the things that, you know, we ended up talking about a lot. Anyway, it is 7:45, guys, which means it is time to end. But I hope you've enjoyed tonight's little building session. More to come. I will get the rest of it built. I'm going to see how long it takes me to paint the rest of this guy. I might build the rest of it tonight. Just have a little night off from painting. We shall see. This might take up the rest of my evening. We shall see. But Chariot is on the way. Loads of videos coming. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Quite an affirming one at the end there. You guys, I love it when you share. I love it when we talk. I love it when we hang out. I've said it a number of times tonight, but I will reiterate again. I have the best community on the internet. You guys are incredible. You're wonderful. Best audience ever. I love streaming with you. Love hanging out with you. I love talking to you. And you make this life that I live one of the easiest and best. Especially when you're as generous as you've been today. I want to say a massive thank you to Simon74, Vicious Goose 117, Rakshol, Edward 705, Baradon283, Mini Painting Dad, Mr. Liam Dempsey, RH, Elekman24 and Eric Kamanu for the gifted memberships, for becoming members, and for the super chats because, and we got 100 likes. There we go. Best. You guys are kick-ass. Honestly, you're the best. I really, really love it. And thank you for sharing your stories with me. I do need to go though because I need to eat food because I am not a small man. I am a large man who requires many food. So thank you very much for hanging out with me, and I will see you all very soon in the next one. I'm going to send you over to Mr. Liam Dempsey, so tell him that I sent you, because YouTube won't. Apparently, YouTube just doesn't tell him. And I will see you all very soon for another stream on Wednesday. Hooray! And then a painting video on Thursday and then on Saturday. Here is the hand of farewell. Thank you very much for being the best audience ever. I'm just going to make sure that it is going to work. Yes, it is. Yep, cool. See you all in the next one. Bye for now. Love you.